It's another Monday morning at Ray Katina, another great showroom in Marlboro, New Jersey. You got Jaguar, we got Land Rover, and we got Greg T Live going on inside. Let me show you. To this section, all Jaguar. To this side, Land Rover. Let's go. We got Range Rover, we got Defender, we got Land Rover, and we've got another great show planned for you. Are you guys set? Because I know that I am. Let's start the countdown. 5, 4. Keep it up. 3. Oh my gosh. Cameras are all set on 2. Headphones on 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Monday morning. It's Greg T Live from Ray Katina Land Rover in Marlboro, New Jersey.
Welcome to Greg T Live, episode 25. We are at stop 5 with the GTL Ray Katina tour and are live from the Ray Katina Jaguar Land Rover showroom in Marlboro, New Jersey. Today's show is sponsored by CNC Heating and Cooling. We are super excited to continue our summer Ray Katina tour here in Marlboro. Greg T and Garrett, take it away.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live on this Monday morning, 11 a.m. on the nose, and we are doing Greg T Live from Marlboro, New Jersey, from another beautiful Ray Katina showroom, Land Rover Jaguar. And we'll dive into that in just a little bit as we talk to the general manager later on this morning as well. I'm Greg T. This is Garrett.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, bruh? He's back from vacation. I missed you last week.
You did.
I did.
Did you miss me, or are you just saying that just to, like, ease it over? Like, we're buddies. I missed you.
I did miss you. But I have to tell you that Doug Wells, the general manager from Ray Katina Mercedes,
Yep.
he's starting to really become a really great stand-in.
He's a very good, just general host.
He's a showman of sorts.
That's it. He is the Hugh Jackman of fill-ins.
Well, his wife calls him Brad Pitt.
Yeah, no, I
see.
The
Brad Pitt.
I could see that.
But, no.
He's always wearing a suit.
He is quite the showman, and he's starting to really becoming, he's getting into his own now of doing podcasting.
Yeah.
He did the Greg Kelly show on the podcast. So people are starting to actually ask him around. So, when you're not here, and I reach out to Doug Wells, you know what? We're starting to build a little bit of a chemistry there.
Yeah.
It's starting to really happen. I'm telling you.
Well, wait until he gets used to you.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, we've got another great episode. I believe this is episode, am I right? Is this episode 24, 25?
86. Wow,
25,
86.
Episode 25.
What'd you get me?
I got you nothing. I should have gotten you something. We should have celebrated in some sort.
Yeah.
I will tell you though. So we got some really good news. Aiden, can you come on over here, ladies and gentlemen? I want you to meet. Grab this microphone right over here. I want you to meet one of the camera guys that films us every Monday. This is Aiden. Aiden, say hello to the audience.
Crouch down.
Oh, there you go. Now you're on.
I'll come down here.
All right. So
ladies
and
our
gentlemen,
level, Aiden.
This is Aiden from All Marketing, and All Marketing are the guys that film our podcast every single Monday from all the different Ray Katina locations. So tell the audience some pretty good news about the show and how well it's actually doing.
So recently we've seen a nice little spike, and we're very, very close to being monetized on YouTube.
How about that, huh? Pretty good news.
How much money's going to be coming in on YouTube?
Okay, listen.
Can we buy one of these cars here?
I don't know if we're going to be able to buy a Land Rover, but
Can we buy the paperweight that's on the?
Listen, but the good news is that the numbers are really strong, right?
I would say so, yeah.
And how about the numbers on all of the Instagram posts that we put out for the podcast as well?
Way better.
See, look at that. So, we're really seeing the big jump on Instagram.
Yeah.
So would you say out of all of the social media sites that Instagram is like, the leader nowadays?
That and TikTok.
So which one is better? Which one? If you had to choose one?
I prefer Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
So and we're doing better. We're doing great on Instagram.
Yep.
So there you go. So Aiden, thank you very much for that.
No problem.
That's it for the good news. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Good
that's
news.
Aiden. Aiden's good news. Maybe we can come up with a little with a segment called Aiden's Good News.
Look at that. Another great
So
idea by me.
every Monday, Aiden will have to give good news, right? Because, I mean, look, we're filled with bad news all week long. So if Aiden gives us good news, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? Hey, guys, you know what? If you would, do me a favor, go to Instagram and message me at Greg T Live and let me know if you like that idea. Should Aiden be here once a week with a new segment called Aiden's Good News? I think it would. I think it's.
And you know what? I think you are a man of simple things. So you like the little things. In all marketing,
Yeah.
they wear uniforms.
Right, right.
And you love a good uniform.
I think that when people are in uniforms, today's day, a lot of kids, they want to go to work and they don't want to wear a uniform. They don't want to wear a name on their shirt, you know?
Right.
But unfortunately, it makes you stand out a little bit more. I think customers respect you a little bit more if you have a little nameplate on your shirt or something like that. So I like all marketing. I like that they come dressed like they're ready to go for business. You know, I would like to have a shirt that says Greg T Live. You know,
you do in big letters.
I've been working with another company that does silk screening and all kinds of things, and they're just they're kind of dragging their feet here. Like we've been going back and forth with different logos and things I want, but their sales guy, I'm going to shout him out, Jim Morford. Jim Morford is their sales guy, and he just seems he's not consistent enough. You know,
Okay.
like one week he'll call me and say, okay, we got all the artwork. We're ready to go, and then I don't hear from him for like another 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, he'll check back in and go, all right, I'm talking to the owner of the company. I think we got something for you, and then I don't hear from him another 2 weeks. So I don't know if you can work with a company that is inconsistent that way.
You know what company I want to work with as I was driving down here. By the way, how close are you to home right now?
For my house, maybe this is a 10-minute ride.
10-minute ride.
Yeah, right.
So I was driving down, and I passed a place I think Greg T Live should be a part of.
What place?
Jersey Lube.
Where is Jersey Lube? I don't know about it. Where is it?
It's right. It's no more than 5 minutes from here. So then it's 5 minutes from your house.
Really? So maybe we can get them on as a sponsor.
Jersey Lube.
I would love that. So, you know what? I'm going to check them out. Jersey Lube.
Lube.
I'm going to go check them out and see if I can get them on as a sponsor. I'm not even kidding you. I will, you know what? I will reach out to my salesperson. Because I have a salesperson, Lauren.
Yeah.
So I will reach out to Lauren later on today, and I will see if Lauren will reach out to Jersey Lube and see if she can get them on as a sponsor.
I'm going to guess it's an oil change, but I just like saying the words Jersey Lube.
How was your vacation? So I did miss you, though, for real.
It was great. Went to Playa Mujeres.
Playa Balls?
No, not Playa Bowls.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Playa Mujeres. It's about 30 minutes once you land in Cancun. You go a little south.
Yeah.
It's there. I watched last week's show on the beach.
Oh, nice. Well, good for you.
I saw that you're very capable now of getting phone calls.
We did. We talked to the CEO of Project Purple, the pretzel run.
Yep.
Which, by the way, this coming Sunday, we're going to be at their run, which is great. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And it's a 5K. I am not going to run it. I'm going to do like a
skip.
Like a jog, speed walking kind of a thing. But, so it was nice. We had Erin Peters on with us, who was the representative of the pretzel part of Project Purple. It's a tongue twister for sure. But Project Purple is based out of Connecticut. Mm-hmm. And so I'll be at the charity run, the Project Purple Pretzel 5K run this coming Sunday. I'll be there this Sunday.
Could you show me how you power walk?
You want to see how I power walk?
I want to see how you power walk. I want to see how this.
So you're sitting on the beach watching the podcast.
Yeah, watching the podcast.
Did you miss being here?
A little bit, yeah. You know, it's weird. It's like not being here on Earth anymore and being able to look into, the life that you were a part of.
Yeah, sure.
And it's not there anymore.
Oh, really? I do that constantly.
Yeah, no.
I'm constantly living that. You're explaining my lifestyle. Yeah, I drive around, I listen to radio stations, and I go, I used to be a part of that, and I'm not a part of that anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So
I feel
felt
it.
very you-ish. No, it was great, and got to enjoy some time with family and get away. And, I mean, many of things. I showed you this incredible wedding that took place at the resort I was at.
I cannot believe the amount of money that was spent on this wedding. When you've got extra money to pay, people to sit on a vine, sway back and forth. That is money, man. That's money.
Let me tell you. So we checked into this hotel and in Playa Mujeres, and the next day, the place where we checked in turned into this lavish check-in place. It was
unreal.
What happened here? All of a sudden, almost 300 people check into this hotel, and because of world events, the airspace in Israel just opened up.
Gotcha.
So
were they coming from Israel?
Most were.
So this wedding, these people were coming from Israel.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
I don't know if the wedding was that weekend or it got pushed because of just complications of flying.
Sure.
Everyone showed up at once, as if they probably took a private jet.
Oh, could you imagine 300 people on a private jet?
Or several private jets.
Man, must be nice.
They all show up, they check in, and it's a Thursday. So I'm like, all right, Thursday, wedding's probably Saturday.
Yeah.
The next 4 days of parties. 4 days.
Wow.
A welcome party.
Wow.
A night before the wedding party.
Wow.
The wedding. The day after party. I mean, it was insane to think of being on a beach. Just imagine a beach wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
And a big open area where you could see nothing but sand for miles and miles. A beach where I literally was playing cornhole one day. And then the next day...
You were being kicked out because they were setting up the dance floor.
No, the next day, it's as if I fell asleep. The next day, this big monstrosity of a building was constructed.
I saw some of the pictures that you sent me. It was really pretty amazing. It was pretty fascinating.
Greg T, let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me. This is the part where Garrett's going to tell me. Garrett, tell me.
The people that work there...
Yeah.
Obviously getting a big paycheck from this family.
Sure.
They constructed a floor.
Yeah.
And they were pieces of wood painted black. By lunchtime, the entire dance floor was white.
Wow.
They painted the whole floor.
That's amazing.
They brought in a DJ with all these lights, and they were, you go to a party and they pass off hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
They were passing around tomahawk steaks.
Oh my God.
Tomahawk steaks.
To die for. Unreal.
Imagine going to your next party and be like...
now, I was at a wedding about 2 weeks ago on Long Island. A very nice and lavish wedding.
How's the drive?
Listen, I mean, you know what? This is what I get for marrying somebody that lives on Long Island. I mean, it is just, we've been back and forth to Long Island now in the past 2 weeks, about 4 times. And each time you would think I might catch a break and not sit in traffic.
Yeah.
Every single time we have sat an hour's worth of traffic. It just doesn't matter what time you leave or what time you try to get out to Long Island, you are sitting in traffic. But I do have a wedding question though. So my wedding question is this. So this wedding started at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
It was at the church, and then everything began at 6 o'clock, the festivities. And it went until midnight. It was a 6-hour wedding. I thought maybe that's a long wedding. Where do you think weddings should get cut off at? Around what time?
About midnight sounds good.
Really? So you're in favor of a 6-hour wedding?
Well, you think about it. 6 o'clock's probably what? Cocktail hour?
That's exactly what it is.
So cocktail hour.
Right, so 1 full hour, that's 6 to 7.
6 to 7. And,
right.
And by the way, you don't have to show up at 6.
Okay, but people are showing up, though. They're still showing up.
So,
no matter what, though, it's still 1 hour of a cocktail hour. You don't need much more than 1 hour of a cocktail hour.
Right. So then the wedding starts around 7, and then between speeches, dances.
7, 8, 9, 10, done. Call it a day.
This is not like a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party.
I don't see any reason why you need to have a wedding running till midnight. We weren't even eating dessert until maybe 11:45.
Okay.
Dessert was now sold.
That sounds about right time.
When was the last time you had ice cream at 11:45?
Plenty of time.
Oh, come on, man. Listen, sitting at a wedding, okay, I'm not a fan of weddings, period, myself.
It sounds like it.
No, listen, the wedding was lavish. It was beautiful. Everybody had a good time. The bride, was super excited, and it was, you could feel the fun and you could feel the happiness through the bride and the groom. They're having a great time.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything, and there's nothing wrong to say about the wedding at all. I'm not a person that loves to go to weddings. Okay, so I'm crucial on weddings. So when I heard that it was going to go till midnight, to me, I'm thinking, dude, I love you guys, but I got to be here till midnight?
Then you had to drive home?
And then drive home. Oh, my God. Not only that, but, having 3 girls in your family, they all want to change and be relaxed on the drive home.
Yeah.
So we pull out of the wedding hall in our suits and gowns. We pull out, and Trish yells, pull in in there. We pulled into a Citibank, right? That was closed, obviously, midnight. We're in a parking lot at midnight, and now we are changing in the parking lot.
Did you get changed as well?
White trash. We were just such trash. We were such trash. I am taking off my suit, and I'm dropping my trousers in the parking lot at midnight to put on comfortable sweatpants as my wife is taking off her dress in the parking lot. We looked like dirty white trash people. It was really bad. I'm calling us out for being that.
I'm surprised you're saying about this being at the Bezos wedding.
Oh, I was not. I saw a lot of pictures from the Bezos wedding. No, listen, I was at a great wedding. It was not a Bezos wedding, but it was a great wedding. I just still think, again, that going till midnight is a lot. Going to midnight is a lot.
Did they hand out flip-flops for the females?
Oh, my God, they did. They had flip-flops for the females.
So, you know, that's the big thing everybody's talking about from that Bezos wedding was that the women got these, you know, probably Amazon. What's the Amazon brand?
Amazon, I have no idea. I don't know. Amazon,
Amazon basic flip-flops.
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
well, so all the girls got flip-flops. What I did like about the wedding is when you were leaving, they had a churro store. So they built a store so you can walk through and you can get yourself churros.
That's the new Venetian hour.
I thought it was so cool. You get ice cream and churros. They even had like little burgers and pizza. They really had a lot. I will tell you that this wedding was fantastic. It really was. There was nothing wrong with the wedding
roller coaster. You're walking through churro heaven.
With
ice cream.
And then pizza.
Then pizza and
just
burgers,
on your way out.
And you're so happy. Your belly's full.
And
then
saying,
you get in the car and you drive for 4 hours.
But I'm just saying. But to have a wedding to go to midnight is just a little bit a lot. It's too much. It's just too much. I don't know. I mean, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Finished.
10 o'clock.
But midnight, you don't need that. And then, so then because we were so far out on Long Island, by the time we got home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Easy. 2:30 in the morning by the time we got home. Matter of fact, we were just out for 4th of July, again, out on Long Island. We were out in Orient Point, down in Greenport, and that we left at 10:30, and we got home around 1:30 in the morning. So it was another long trip. You know, when you're cozied up in your bed with the covers pulling up and... Sorry about that. When you're just think about me. Greg T is on the road.
Do they know we're doing a show?
Greg T is on the road driving home from Long Island.
So the other thing too, this might gross you out, but it's interesting. A little science, a survey of how people react to things.
Yeah.
So Allie was taking the kids out to go get ice cream one night at the resort.
Yeah.
And a big, Caribbean type storm came through, blowing through.
Right.
And she was holding the door, and the door like slammed shut.
Right.
And she's like, that hurt. And the kids came back in. She comes back and sits down like, it's too crazy out there. She goes, I might have done something to my toe.
What'd she do?
I looked down. I put my iPhone flashlight on because the restaurant was dark. Her entire sandal.
No.
Filled with blood.
Oh, no.
Her pinky toe
got
caught under the door, and her toenail was just dangling.
Oh, my God.
By like a thread that's left.
Did she have to go to the hospital while you're on vacation?
They took very good care of her there.
Oh, my gosh.
But let me tell you this.
But, for factual, we really don't even need our pinky toes. They don't do anything. People's pinky toes.
Do you know this, or are you just making this up?
I'm telling you the truth. We do not
Where did you get this in?
We as human beings no longer need a pinky toe to stand or to walk properly. Matter of fact, people's pinky toes are shrinking.
Don't we need that from balance?
No. People are actually...
Hey, look that up if we need pinky toes.
They are losing their pinky toe. We no longer need a pinky toe on our foot anymore.
You heard this somewhere.
I've heard it before, yes.
This is why you cannot have the internet.
We no longer need a pinky toe. See, Aiden is shaking his head. We don't need it anymore.
He has no idea because
all right, look,
no one's been asked that question.
We do have to take our first where to go break. I got the sign from Ryan here. We have to take our first where to go break. When we get back, we're going to talk to the general manager here at Land Rover Jaguar in Marlboro, New Jersey.
Or is it Jaguar?
Well, let's find out. Is it Jaguar? Is it Jaguar? We're going to find out all about that. I will tell you one cool thing, and I'm going to throw another fact out there. And, of course, the general manager.
Is this real or is this made up?
You know what? On that note, let's take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, this, of course, is Where to Go. If you want, you can message me at Greg T Live, and we will talk about your business next week. This is Where to Go. If you're craving that real Nashville flavor, well, you want to go over to Broadway Chicken in Middletown, New Jersey, where they are serving up the crispiest fried chicken that you've ever tasted, seasoned with that bold, spicy Nashville kick. Dig into saucy wings, juicy sandwiches, and a garden fresh salad as well. Then for dessert, how about a thick, creamy ice cream shake that's going to hit that sweet spot every single time. Whether you're all about that heat or just keeping it classic, there's something for everyone at Broadway Chicken, Route 35 in Middletown, New Jersey. Bringing that Nashville flavor right here to New Jersey with Broadway Chicken. That's where to go.
Where to go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Greg T. So I'm starting my GLP-1 medication journey with Forward Care. They work with only U.S.-based compound pharmacies. They manufacture everything in the United States. Everything is specifically curated for you and your plan. And they also pair you with an experienced physician. So Forward Care makes these medications not only super easy to access, but also offers the best prices on the market. I encourage you to go to Forward Care's website to learn more and join me on my health journey. And we'll do it together. Just go to forward.care and enter the code GREG25 and you're going to get 25% off your membership.
Where to go.
Now, if you don't know, Pliables is the popular chain specializing in acai bowls, smoothies, and other superfruit-based treats. Now, Pliables got started back in 2014 right at the Jersey Shore and has grown all across the U.S. They have bowls like acai, dragon fruit, coconut greens, topped with fresh fruit, granola, little honey, and other healthy ingredients. So as summer approaches, get beach-inspired, health-conscious smoothie bowls over at Pliables in Princeton, South Brunswick, and East Windsor, New Jersey. Pliables, that's where to go.
Where to go.
And we're live. We are back on this Monday morning. It's Greg T Live, the podcast. I'm Greg T. This is Garrett. We are in Marlboro, New Jersey. We are at Land Rover, Jaguar, Raketina, another showroom. And you know what we're doing is all summer long, we are visiting all of the Raketina showrooms throughout the tri-state. We are doing a summer tour. And last week we were at Land Rover in Edison, New Jersey. And today we're in Marlboro, New Jersey. And we've got Dan Cottrell, the general manager of the Raketina Marlboro location. Come on down and say hello to Dan. Dan, thank you much for being with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Dan, I know you could have had any podcast in the world come broadcast here, but to have us, thank you.
Very fortunate to have you.
I know Joe Rogan
Thanks
was
for
coming
coming
down. Joe Rogan was coming down.
We're not going to allow him in the building.
No. We appreciate it.
Joe Rogan, you are not allowed to be here.
He is, probably is,
Just
though.
kidding.
Right, it's all about Greg T Live. All about Greg T Live. It's like Greg T Live, Joe Rogan. Greg T Live, Joe Rogan. That's how it is. That's how it is.
But he'll come in and buy a car.
In my fantasy world, we are still trying to get somebody to purchase a car. Tell Dan about our program.
Well, Dan, we've been doing this for 25 weeks.
Yeah.
And we figured Ray has been so nice
Right.
to let us come and horse around in his showrooms,
Yeah.
which are very beautiful.
Oh,
and
they're beautiful,
very
lavish.
And we're like, we need to sell a car.
Right, we got to show our worth somehow.
We gotta sell a car.
Yeah.
As of today, we have sold 0 cars. So,
Mike, come on, let's ask the marketing director, Mike. Have we been close to selling a car?
did you
close.
buy the car?
I bought a car for my wife last week.
Did you
There you
say
go.
you bought
There's
it from
one.
us?
There you got one. We got
All right.
one.
Well, so on top of that, I just learned we haven't sold a single car for Ray. Hopefully, we could sell one for you today.
Right.
He goes into Raketina's personal refrigerator.
Of course,
and gets
now-
a Diet Coke.
I
from
love
the
him.
man.
So good, nice, ice cold.
The guy hasn't sold a single car for him yet.
But I have a good feeling about this. I think
So you
Land
preemptively took a Diet Coke from the man's fridge?
I think that Land Rover is making a push to be the top selling vehicle on the roads. Is it not these days?
Today's the day.
It is.
Number one sale for you guys.
I'm
for
thinking
sure.
it is. No, I think what car is selling the most between Mercedes and Land Rover? Is Mercedes outselling Land Rover?
Mercedes sells more volume than
It
Land
does.
Rover does. Yeah,
Still does.
Land Rover's more of a niche type vehicle, although we have a nice inventory, but it's more of a niche vehicle than more of a mass produced car.
Right.
And out of all of their line, the Defender, I see the Defender everywhere. Where is the Defender in the I guess the family of Land Rover?
Well, there's 3 cars. There's 3 vehicles that sell about the same.
Okay.
You have the Defender.
Okay.
Very big seller. It's very easy to notice a Defender on the road because it's a very distinct personality, a
Right.
very distinct style, so it's easy to pick one out of the rest of the cars.
Yeah.
Sometimes all these vehicles on the road start to look like one another.
Sure.
Not the Defender.
Right. Totally different.
And then we have the Range Rover Sport, the same type, same similar thing, and then the Range Rover. Those three vehicles, those are our top-selling vehicles.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I think the Defender, as soon as it came on the market, my wife immediately was like, I want a Defender. And I'm like, okay, let's slow the roll here. Everybody wants one.
Potential number 2 sale.
Yeah. Look, he's blocking the
That's
number
right.
2 sale.
I may
very
be
good
that
at
one.
blocking.
We might have to go right to number 3, then forget number 2.
It is a very cool looking truck. It really is. I think it's really neat. And, here in the Marlboro Manalapan area, I do see the Defender quite often. I see it everywhere on the roads. I think it's a hot seller for this area for sure.
It definitely, certainly is. And, more and more, we've been here now about 6 years in the showroom here in this town, which is a great town.
Yeah.
Great area. We're very happy and fortunate to be here. And people in the area seem to really, really enjoy these vehicles.
Now here's my one fact that I did hear. So here at Marlboro, Ray Cattina Marlboro Land Rover, you also have the Jaguar side of things here. I heard that you are the only Jaguar car dealership in the state of New Jersey.
That's correct. Yes,
Really?
we are. Yep.
So I can drive up and down New Jersey from top to bottom. I'm not going to find
I dare
another.
you.
And I'm not going to find another Jaguar dealership, huh?
You are not.
Wow,
We are the exclusive
interesting.
dealership for the state of New Jersey. Yes.
How about that? Now, you have a question about, is it Jaguar or Jaguar?
Or
Why
is
is
it
it said?
Jaguar?
Yeah,
It's Jaguar.
it's Jaguar. But why do
If I
people
want to sound pompous.
then it's Jaguar?
Jaguar.
It's Jaguar.
Jaguar.
People have a lot of fun with the name, for
Yeah.
sure.
I wonder why they don't have any other Jaguar car dealerships around. I don't know.
Why are you opening it up to more competition?
I'm just
this is
wondering.
the only place to get a Jaguar.
You don't find it curious? You're not curious
no,
to know
not at
why?
all. This is the place.
Ray
This is the
Cattina
place
is the
right
only
here,
place to buy a
Marlboro.
But you don't find it curious as to why there's not another Jaguar dealership? Why Ray Cattina is the only Jaguar dealership?
Just accept it.
All right, fine. I'll just accept it. Fine. I did notice though, Dan, also in this in an industry where it is very male dominated, you have so many female employees here under the Ray Cattina roof. Is this? I mean, what does that say for Ray Cattina?
We want to hire and have people that work here that are good at what they do, whether
best
it's a
of the
male
best.
or a female. It's just whatever it is. We just want the people with the most talent to work here, to take care of our clients, make sure our clients are feeling comfortable and being taken care of.
Yeah.
On all sides of the business. So it's really
Right.
just one side of the business. Everybody's all together here.
Yeah.
But you got the service and the sales and the parts department all work very well together.
Yeah.
And whether it's male or female, we get the job done, and we're here to make the customer feel good and have number one.
Well, there's one person that I think if they walked in here today asking for a job, you would kind of put them through a little bit of a ringer because I would be a little skeptical myself.
What are you trying to say?
If this man to my left.
I can sell. I'm a salesman.
Okay. All right, genius. Here we go.
What?
Let Greg T sell you a car right now.
Well, I don't
And
know which car
I want you to pick out the things that he could work on to become a better salesman than what he typically does.
Well,
to
I
sell
don't know
a
what
car.
kind of vehicle. I don't know which vehicle somebody would want to be shopping for. But if there was somebody that was shopping for a vehicle, I feel like I can persuade them to purchase a Land Rover here today. I feel like I can do that. I just have that knack to sell. Because
Sell
Doug
the
Wells,
Defender. Sell the Defender right now.
Doug Wells said, if people like you,
Right.
you can sell. Is that true?
That's 100% true.
There you go. You
People
see?
That's
do
where
like
it
it.
starts.
That's right. Listen, if Doug Wells says it, then everybody knows it. Doug Wells is a showman, within Ray Cattina's family.
He is on every commercial on Hulu.
We
So,
have a desk for you, Greg. right
What can
over
you
here.
tell me about some of the what are some of the deals, the programs that are running right now with Land Rover?
Well, one of the most important things going on right now, which I'm sure the whole world is aware of, is all these tariffs that are in place right now. Not
Right.
that they're going to come in place. They're in place now. And, they might get adjusted
Sure.
once the negotiations are all done.
Okay.
But they're definitely in place. The manufacturers are paying them. Some manufacturers put their price increases in already.
Mm-hmm.
Some are pulling away from their promotions to make up for that. Right here, right now, you couldn't get a more perfect time. We have the largest inventory for Land Rover in New Jersey, and Jaguar in New Jersey too, of course, and possibly the tri-state area. And the most important part about it is our entire inventory is pre-tariff.
Wow.
Right now,
So all these cars right here.
all these cars here, and all the cars out in the lot.
So you could use that when you're selling cars.
That's a good point.
We have an 8-acre facility here, 8-acre grounds, and it's filled with Land Rover and Jaguar.
That's beautiful.
You can power walk all over the 8 acres.
Listen, it's a gorgeous showroom. I remember what was here before this. It was like a rundown warehouse, and then Ray came in and just, redid the whole entire place. It's gorgeous. You know, that is a certain thing, a certain niche about Ray Cattina showrooms, is that every single showroom that Ray Cattina has is like a leg up from so many other dealerships. You go into a dealership, you expect to see a dealership, but when you come to a Ray Cattina dealership, it doesn't feel that way. You don't feel like, it doesn't feel, I don't know, dirty. It doesn't feel gritty. It doesn't feel like manly. It feels homey. It feels stylish, like well decorated and designed. Like it feels like upper class. It feels nice.
Couldn't have described it any better than you just did.
How about that?
Look at
See?
You described the building, not the cars yet. We'll get there.
But it's the cars as well. I mean, it's all beautiful, upper class cars, that kind of cater to that
We're getting
clientele.
there. We're getting there.
What? I'm doing
You're
well.
You're getting
oh
there.
my gosh.
You're good.
All right. So anyway,
Well, you know what, Dan? Here's the thing. So Greg T loves to describe places and things and foods.
Yeah.
And he loves to rate places, no matter where he goes.
this is easy. It's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Ray Cattina Land Rover is a 10 out of 10.
The only thing he hasn't ranked below a 10 was Lilo and Stitch.
Now, please. I have a question. Why are these paperweights $500 paperweights? What makes a $500 paperweight? What is it made out of?
The pricing on our new cars are so low and aggressive that we got to make it up somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense.
Listen, I think this is great. Dan, I want to say thank you very much for taking time out today to hang out here on the podcast. I do appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much for having us. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Dan.
And we have that desk ready for you at
See?
12:01.
I might need a job. Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, you'll come into Ray Cattina Land Rover right here in Marlboro and see me sitting behind the desk, and I will sell you a car. I will sell you a brand new Land Rover Defender. That's right. I got it. I know I can do it. I've got that talent to sell.
I would just love to see it because I know you can connect with people.
What's your favorite color Land Rover? If you had to pick a Land Rover, what color would you get?
I'm a dark colored.
You like the black ones?
Black,
Or
gray.
matte? You like the matte
No,
colors?
not matte.
You're not a matte guy.
Matte feels like a spray paint
Really?
job.
See, I would do a white one. I would do a white.
You love that. You
It's
love
so
a
clean.
white one.
Oh, it's classy.
Yeah, the OCD in you.
Oh man,
You're telling me you would get a white car and not wash it every day.
if I can roll into
The moment dirt hits that thing, you are at the car wash waxing it every single day.
Listen, I have a dream just like everybody else. When I bought my first Mercedes, right? It was a really big bucket list for myself. Like I couldn't wait to roll into Ray Cattina and go out and purchase a brand new Mercedes. Like that was
Did
to
you wear
me.
a suit when you bought it?
No, I didn't. But I felt like I made it,
Right.
And now I'm a lot older, and now I've seen a lot more cars, and now I think the Land Rover is gorgeous. Like it really is.
Are you switching teams right now?
I am, from Range Rover to Land Rover to the Defender. I think Dan is right. I think they're all just beautiful, vehicles. So now I have another bucket list to roll in and buy a Land Rover. Like I really do. So if I can go in and purchase a Land Rover, I would love to purchase a brand new white Land Rover, a big, nice, bulky white one. Oh, I think it'd be so hot. And I wouldn't want to get it with black interior. I want like a beige interior in there. Oh my God, it's
Look at you
classy.
daydreaming.
It's classy.
Like I could see the saliva coming out of your mouth.
These are beautiful vehicles. They really
I
are.
agree.
Classy vehicles. They.
I think a little bit too beautiful for you though.
You don't think? Wait, you don't think I fit a Land Rover?
You probably do. Everyone does.
That hurts,
I'm
man.
just saying the way you're describing it, and then there's you.
I'm a classy guy. Listen, you already made fun of me that I wear a lot of shirts with collars.
You are a collared shirt guy.
I'm a collared shirt guy. I like
You know
wearing
what?
collars.
But it's funny. You were talking about how Doug Wells dresses to impress. It was just funny seeing the offset of Doug Wells in a three-piece suit last week, and then you.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not going to wear a three-piece suit. Again, Doug Wells, he is the showman of all of Ray Cattina. There are certain people in different businesses that will outshine the rest of everybody else. And that's how Doug is. Doug is that guy. He's the Brad Pitt of car salesmen. That's what he is.
And you are the Nick Lachey.
I don't know if I'm Nick Lachey, but anyway, guys, listen, we have so much more to get to. Garrett saw somebody on his vacation that you would think was dead. Garrett now knows they're alive.
Yep.
What celebrity did Garrett see on vacation that we all know is dead, but Garrett now knows is alive?
Yep.
All right, we're going to do that when we get right back. If you're a small business and you would like to be a part of our podcast, please message me at Greg T Live on Instagram. Go to Greg T Live on Instagram, message me about your small business, and we will be talking about your small business next week. This is Where to Go.
Where to go? Where to go?
They're the best around, and we're going to prove it.
Hi, I'm Chris Baker Jr. This is my mom, Carol Baker. Our family-owned CNC Air, Heat, Plumbing, and Electric. We offer to your home full electric services, plumbing, and heating and air conditioning, also for your businesses. And this is Where to Go.
I'm Eddie from CNC. I'm gonna bend it up and make a drain pan to sit underneath the unit so water doesn't come through your ceiling.
You just pick it up and say,
Hello, and thank you for choosing CNC Air, Heat, and Plumbing.
Put 2 new boilers in, all new circulator pumps for the radiant heat, mixing valves.
If you need anybody for heating and air conditioning, electric, then you want to hire CNC Heating Air Conditioning. You never know, I may be showing up to your house.
Lunar Audio and Video. They are a full-service audio and video integration company based in northern New Jersey, specializing in both residential and commercial projects. They offer a comprehensive range of services including home automation, video distribution, multi-room audio, lighting, security systems. Now for commercial clients, Lunar Audio and Video provides digital signage, video walls, projectors, and security installations. And then on the residential side of things, they offer their clients home theaters, home audio systems, and advanced security systems as well. LunarAV.com. Lunar Audio and Video, that's where to go. Well, thanks to Greg T, Red Tomato Urban Pizzeria is stuck in my head. What color is the tomato? Red Tomato. Red Tomato has been serving Marlboro, Colts Neck, and Manalapan communities with your favorite Italian dishes and delicious pizza for years. And Red Tomato offers gluten-free options and cauliflower crust personal pizzas. Red Tomato is in the Wawa Shopping Center on Route 520, and you can go ahead and order ahead of time at redtomatonj.com. What color is the tomato? Red Tomato. That's where to go.
Where to go?
We're back. Dude, not funny. Not funny at all.
It is funny.
Well, we are back, and as you can tell, I am in the midst of cleaning our table here. Yeah, we had a little bit of a spillage while we were gone, while you were watching some of those Where to Goes. Let me lower everything down here. Hold on. Sorry about all that, but yes, again, if you're a small business and you'd like to advertise with this mess of a podcast, please let me know. Message me at Greg T Live, and you will be a Where to Go next week. Maybe you'll be Broadway Chicken. Maybe you'll be Red Tomato. Maybe you'll be Pliables. Who knows? But you could be a sponsor on this mess of a podcast. We'd love to have you.
I learned you can't walk and chew gum.
So as I'm sitting here, the marketing director is talking to me. So I turned my head as I was pouring myself a little bit of soda here, and
That you
this
stole
is what
from Ray
happened.
Katina.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
But I just love that you spilled it and you blamed him.
Okay, let's get to it. Now, this is a big deal. Garrett was on
You
vacation.
know he's wrong when he switches the subject. Like
Well,
that
how much
very,
more
very
time can I
quickly.
possibly spend on spilling soda on a thing? I mean, come on now. We are live from Ray Katina Land Rover in Marlboro, New Jersey. Doors open up at 10 a.m., and you can come on by, say hi to us. We start streaming at 11, and especially for a lot of teachers who are out on the summer break now, you might want to come by and say hello. Instead of just messaging me, why don't you guys come on over and say hi? We do get a lot of messages, which is great, and I love responding to you guys, but it would be nice if you want to come over and say hello as well. That'd be great. All right, so Garrett was on vacation.
Yep.
So Garrett said that he saw a celebrity.
By the way, I said I have.
All right,
the
you tell him.
theory.
You tell him. I don't want to tell him. You tell him.
All right, so was in Playa Mujeres, Mexico.
Gotcha.
All right.
Where is Playa Mujeres?
30
I never even heard of that place.
30. Well, it's actually connected by.
I've heard of what is it, Playa del Carmen, Del Carmen,
Yep.
Del Carmen, right? I've heard of Mayan Rivera, no,
Riviera
Maya, Riviera Maya,
not Mariano Rivera.
right. Riviera Maya,
Mariano Rivera, Mexico.
I've heard of Punta Cana.
Punta
I've
Cana.
heard a lot of places. I never heard of the place you were at before.
Yeah, so it's about 30 minutes south of Cancun. So,
Okay.
you land in Cancun from the airport, take a little car ride, 20, 30 minutes, and you're there. And it's actually right across from where the Fire Festival was supposed to happen.
Oh, I remember that.
In Isla Mujeres.
Oh, speaking of, now you're just triggering me. I mean, I'm picking all over the place. But you know what? One of the great documentaries that's on Netflix right now is the Poop Cruise.
Yes.
Have you seen the Poop Cruise?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, if you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the Poop Cruise documentary on Netflix. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, that is another reason why I will never go on a cruise. That is just another reason. Not only is there no plan to get somebody off a sinking cruise ship in the middle of the ocean at night. There's no plan.
They have plans.
No, there is no plan. There is, dude.
That's what the mustard stations are for.
If you're on a cruise and you're in the middle of the ocean,
Yes.
and something happens,
Uh-huh.
and the ship is going down,
Yep.
there is zero plan to get 6,000 people off a boat.
There is a plan.
What's the plan?
That's why you go to those practices when you first get on the cruise.
I laugh at that. There is no way in hell that you're going to get people walking in a nice single file line, being nice to each other, trying to get off to some rescue boats that are going to be coming. That is not happening.
You watch too many Titanics to think that everybody's just going to do that.
There is no plan, okay? And when a ship, if a ship hits something, right, and a ship is springing a leak and it's going down, obviously
an
they're losing
iceberg?
power. They're losing power, so they're not going to be able to lower
You had
these boats.
one bad experience on a cruise.
I'll never go again.
And now
I don't care.
everything is the death, doom, and destruction.
You know what? We really do. We have to put this thing to rest. We need to have somebody on, like a spokesperson of a cruise line that can come on and just tell me, Greg T, you're wrong. Here is the plan to get 6,000 people off a boat in the middle of the ocean. I'm
sure
I want to know. I want to know, especially when the waves are 100 feet high, crashing on you. I want to know what is the plan to get 6,000 people off a cruise ship. I want to know.
So now you're in a typhoon.
There's no plan, dude. There's zero plan. The plan
So you're
is,
saying every person for themselves.
first of all, it would take days to get to a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean anyway. Just like on the Poop Cruise. It took them 2 days to get a tugboat out there to go get this boat. 2 days. Dude, you're done in a couple of hours. You're underwater. You're Titanic. You're finished. You're not making it out there. And these waves are 100 feet high, crashing on cruise ships. Dude, no way. Screw that. I'm not doing it ever again.
This is why you don't travel. This is why
That's
you
right.
don't get on planes.
That's
This
right.
is why you don't get
I
on
get on planes.
You
I
barely,
half drunk,
Yeah,
but I will get
half
on a
drunk.
plane. I will drink, and I will get on a plane.
You have to be Ambien to get on a plane.
Damn straight I do. Damn straight. But I will get on a plane. I just won't be there. It won't. I mean, my body will be there. My brain is
Brain,
not there.
not so much.
No, not so much. All right. So let's get back to your vacation. So you're on a vacation. So you saw somebody that we all think
Again,
is dead.
Didn't see anybody, but I have a theory
Oh, okay.
that there is a celebrity
Yes.
based off of the things I witnessed
Okay.
and heard
Uh-huh.
while traveling the roads of Mexico that they are alive. Who do you think what celebrity do you think I believe is still alive?
Well, Garrett, I drew up a list of those dead celebrities.
You Googled?
Oh, was it? Let's see. I would say that's living out Elvis Presley.
No.
Well, he'd be dead by now anyway, because I think so. It couldn't be him.
No, how old would Elvis be right now?
I have no idea, but he would be dead by now. How about Jim Morrison?
No.
Well, he could be out there in Mexico.
There's a lot of people looking for Jim Morrison.
Think
Of all the celebrities that people are obsessed.
Jeffrey Epstein.
No. That
Let's
video
see.
came out today, right before he passed away.
Let's see. Freddie Mercury.
No, but that'll be a good one.
Michael Jackson.
Yes.
You think Michael Jackson is alive in Mexico?
And here's why.
Oh my God, this is hysterical. I mean, guys, get ready for this one. Garrett thinks Michael Jackson is alive in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Why do you think so?
So
that's hysterical.
Being from radio,
Yes.
you know that radio stations play what they call liners, where said artist will say, "Hey, this is so and so," and you're listening
Right.
to blank.
Right.
Michael Jackson is on almost every single radio station doing liners talking about, hey, it's Michael Jackson and you're listening to blank.
No way. Get out of here. So how do they make that happen? Through AI?
Possibly, but I would like to think, like, why would you use... They don't use people who have passed away promoting a radio station.
You're right. Why? So then why are they using Michael Jackson to promote radio stations in Mexico?
Now, a lot of people in Mexico are big fans of Michael Jackson.
Right.
There are plenty of entertainers that pay tribute to Michael Jackson at these resorts.
Right.
And can dance very similar and very well to Michael Jackson. So beyond the people that could come across looking or dancing or acting like Michael Jackson, then to hear Michael Jackson promoting a radio station as if he's still alive makes me think he's alive and well somewhere in Mexico.
Is Michael Jackson still alive in Mexico? Very interesting, Garrett. Interesting. You know, I will tell you.
It was weird just like hearing like his name, like, hey, this is Michael Jackson and you're listening to... I'm like, what?
Well, I will say there is a Netflix documentary right now regarding Jim Morrison formerly of the Doors.
Right.
And there's two people that have done a lot of research.
Can't name a single Doors song.
No, but there's people that have done a lot of research and that they figured out that Jim Morrison still could be alive. And what they're backing it up on is when he died in France. And when his parents arrived in France to see the body, right, the coffin was already closed. So no one really knows what's inside Jim Morrison's coffin when it was put into the ground.
And
So there's a lot of people that think he's still alive.
I could see the same thing happening with Michael Jackson.
That really?
Just because there's so much pressure and press around him.
All right, listen. We know they're all dead. We know that these celebrities are dead. But it is fun to fantasize. We do. It's fun to fantasize about some of these celebrities that have passed on. And did they just want to get out of the spotlight? Did they want to become a real person? Did they want to just kind of like live amongst themselves? And it's something to definitely think about. It is. It's something to fantasize about. But, I mean, they're all dead. I mean, that's the truth. They're all dead. All these celebrities are dead.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? There's nothing not to know. They're dead.
No.
Okay, dude, I cannot have this conversation. You can't have a real conversation with someone that thinks that celebrities that have died are still alive.
You don't know. You weren't at the funeral.
They're all dead. Oh, my God. So there you go. There you have it there. He thinks Michael Jackson is still alive, and he's living in Mexico. And he's a DJ on a radio station in Mexico. Michael Jackson.
You're hearing,
I mean, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my whole life on a podcast.
Never said he was a DJ.
I think that,
you take this. This is why you believe, because you take the story and then you mold it into something that you completely didn't hear.
You were telling us that. You think that he's still alive.
There was a liner of him going, a pre-recorded thing of him saying, hey, this is Michael Jackson. You're listening to blank.
Oh, my
said
God.
radio station.
Can we go back to fantasizing about a nice Land Rover that we'd want to buy, and what color and what we'd want in it, all kinds of...
You would spill Diet Coke all over.
That's a good thing what we should do. Every car dealership that we go to, we should design our exact fantasy car of that dealership and what we would put into it.
Well, we just heard yours. White with
air-conditioned seats. You got to have air-conditioned seats.
Tan interior.
Does every Land Rover come with air-conditioned seats? See, I'd want to know. I bet you they do. When you're going to get it, when you buy a truck that is this expensive, they've all got to come with air-conditioned seats. They all do. How are you going to purchase a truck and sweat your ass off in the summertime? If you're spending $100,000 on a nice, beautiful vehicle, there's no way that someone that spends that kind of money is sweating their ass off inside a Land Rover on these seats. You got to have air-conditioned seats.
Well, why are you sweating so much?
Well, because I don't have any air-conditioned seats. I wish I could have air-conditioned seats right now.
Your nose right now is just full of sweat.
What? No, it's not.
It is full of sweat.
Oh, come on. Hey, we didn't even talk about 4th of July. How was your 4th of July?
Celebrated in Mexico.
Oh, so did they have a nice fireworks display for you there?
An incredible fireworks display right on the water, yeah.
Nice. We were out at Long Island, and they, too, had a nice display. We were overlooking the Long Island Sound.
Oh, wow, nice.
So you could see different towns from all across the way. as they were blowing off their fireworks. They were each blowing them off almost at the same exact time. So around 9:30, quarter to 10, everybody was sending up their fireworks. So you had like 5 different stations.
Boom, boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom, boom. It was really cool. It was a really cool thing.
You saw the family photo. Allie decided to go to Old Navy and get the 4th of July shirts.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Come to think of it, I don't recall you ever purchasing the Old Navy shirt. But now here we are, and you know that my family, we have purchased the Old Navy shirts for the past like 20 years. Nice that you kind of stole that idea from my family, and now you're putting your whole family in Old Navy shirts.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. It's what you're doing.
You
saw us do it for all these years, and then you and your family go out and you buy Old Navy,
We
shirts.
infringed on your copyright of your family all wearing the same shirt?
And the same color. You could have gotten a different
There's
color.
only one, red.
No, you can get blue ones, you can get white ones, you can get different colors. We get the red ones every single year. You went out and got the same thing. You got yourself a red Old Navy 4th of July t-shirt. You stole the idea from my family.
You know how many families were doing the same thing?
No, how many families?
Plenty.
I don't think so. No, there's not a lot of
There's
quirky
not one
families.
Old Navy.
There's not a lot of
It's
quirky
not like
families.
Jaguar.
But the thing is, you see that we do it, and you see our posts and our pictures every single 4th of July, and this year you went and did the same thing. You kind of stole that idea. You and Allie both stole the idea of wearing the Old Navy t-shirt.
Well, then you stole it from us this year because we posted the picture first.
I don't think so. We'll see what happens next year. If you go and do it next year, then maybe I would consider pulling back on my idea that you stole the idea. But if it's a one-off, then you definitely stole the idea. If it's a one-off. If you do it again, then you're starting your own trend, and I understand that. I get that.
Right.
But if you only do it 1 year, then you stole our idea.
You know I'm not going to do it just to piss you off.
I'm sure. That's exactly it. All right, guys, we got to take our last and final Where to Go break, and when we get back, we're going to wrap things up. We are live from Ray Katina in Marlboro, New Jersey at Land Rover and Jaguar, the only Jaguar car dealership in the state of New Jersey, right here in Marlboro, New Jersey. So you can't find another car dealership from the top to the bottom of the state of New Jersey, except if you come right here to Marlboro, New Jersey, Ray Katina. How about that? All right, we'll be right back with more. This is Where to Go.
Now, if you don't know, Pliables is the popular chain specializing in acai bowls, smoothies, and other superfruit-based treats. Now, Pliables got started back in 2014 right at the Jersey Shore and has grown all across the U.S. They have bowls like acai, dragon fruit, coconut greens, topped with fresh fruit, granola, little honey, and other healthy ingredients. So as summer approaches, get beach-inspired, health-conscious smoothie bowls over at Pliables in Princeton, South Brunswick, and East Windsor, New Jersey. Pliables, that's where to go.
Where to go?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Greg T. So I'm starting my GLP-1 medication journey with Forward Care. They work with only U.S.-based compound pharmacies. They manufacture everything in the United States. Everything is specifically curated for you and your plan. And they also pair you with an experienced physician. So Forward Care makes these medications not only super easy to access, but also offers the best prices on the market. I encourage you to go to Forward Care's website to learn more and join me on my health journey. And we'll do it together. Just go to forward.care and enter the code GREG25 and you're going to get 25% off your membership.
Where to go?
If you're craving that real Nashville flavor, well, you want to go over to Broadway Chicken in Middletown, New Jersey, where they are serving up the crispiest fried chicken that you've ever tasted, seasoned with that bold, spicy Nashville kick. Dig into saucy wings, juicy sandwiches, and a garden fresh salad as well. Then for dessert, how about a thick, creamy ice cream shake that's going to hit that sweet spot every single time. Whether you're all about that heat or just keeping it classic, there's something for everyone at Broadway Chicken, Route 35 in Middletown, New Jersey. Bringing that Nashville flavor right here to New Jersey with Broadway Chicken. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Your mic is on. No, your mic is on. And your mic is on. And your mic is on. And we're live. What? What'd you say was? What'd you say was?
I thought you had the itch cream still.
No, your mic is on and your mic is on. Hey guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much for paying attention to us at Greg T Live.
Is this the week?
What do you mean this is the week?
We break the threshold of hours watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we cross over into the money-making world of influencers on YouTube.
You know what? Garrett is making fun, but the numbers are very strong.
I know.
I'm
this
excited.
Could be the show, though.
I know the camera guys are excited. I know that I'm excited. You know what? We fought a good fight. We climbed that hill.
25 weeks.
25 weeks, and we are there at the point of that our numbers are strong enough that YouTube is going to start to monetize the podcast, which is great. We're really excited for that. I'm Greg T. That's Garrett.
Yep.
We had a great time here today at Raketina in Marlboro, New Jersey, at Land Rover and Jaguar. Again, it is the only dealership in the state of New Jersey that supplies Jaguar. Dan Cottrell, the general manager, was with us. Thank you very much to him for him to be here today. Mike Klimczak, the marketing director from Raketina, and big news, we have another big meeting coming up with Raketina.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so in 2 weeks, let's lower the music and tell the audience.
Can we do it live?
So, no, we cannot do it live because I don't know really what they want to talk about. But I do know that there's also really good things happening between our podcast and Raketina for the holiday. So in 2 weeks, we are going to sit down with some of the heads of Raketina, and we are going to be coming up with a holiday program where somebody's going to be able to, I don't know. I don't want to go into too many details. I don't want to say give away a car because nothing is final.
A paperweight?
So I don't know what we're going to do. I just know that there is a big idea on the table for us to be a part of with Raketina for the holidays.
So there's no way they can let you go from that.
I think it's pretty cool. I do get nervous that the podcast really isn't doing well.
Right.
But as we all know, they love the podcast because now we're doing the tour, the summer tour. We're visiting all of their dealerships. And so in 2 weeks, we have a meeting, which, Garrett, I want you to be a part of the meeting.
Would it be a meeting after the meeting?
It's going to be after the podcast.
All right,
so we're going to podcast.
So we'll have a pre-show meeting. We'll do the podcast.
Right, and then we're having a real meeting. Right, so we're having a real meeting with Raketina about a big holiday program that we're going to be working on. I don't know. It could be one of those where we need to maybe, I come prepared. I have a collared shirt. You, unfortunately, do not. You come dressed like you're coming in off the street.
I am.
I'm more like, refined. I have my collared shirt on.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're not wearing what you're wearing with your F1 sneakers. That you would look like perfect.
You know what? If I came to that meeting in an F1, you know what? I'm coming into the meeting with an F1 suit on.
Oh, please. I really am excited. How many more weeks until F1 goes on to Apple?
Very soon. But hey, you got Superman this weekend.
Oh, what do we know about Superman and Batman?
Just Superman.
Oh, just Superman?
Just Superman.
They're not together?
No, they're not together.
Oh, gotcha.
So there you go again, creating something that doesn't exist.
So what do we know about the Superman movie?
It's the first James Gunn movie that it's coming out. It's supposed to be an ode to the original Supermans. And the one thing I didn't realize, everybody makes fun of Clark Kent for wearing those glasses.
Yeah.
Those glasses are hypnosis glasses?
No.
Yeah, so they're not. So everybody's like, how can you not know? Because when Clark Kent puts on those glasses,
right?
Apparently, people are hypnotized and they have no idea that it's really Superman.
Oh, get out. That's how they don't know. Oh, I always wondered. I would always sit there and go,
I was like, this is so stupid. That's him.
Come on.
That's Superman.
You know it's Superman, right?
I do not know it's Superman.
Just because he's wearing glasses, that's still Superman, right?
But we totally forget, and it was explained originally and back in the day, and we just kind of just went with people are stupid. They're hypnosis glasses.
So you got Superman. What's on it? What comes out after Superman?
You got Smurfs.
Smurfs, right? Oh, did you talk to your Smurf people? Are they going to paint me blue?
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Why not?
They passed.
But why? They have a chance of painting me blue.
But they passed.
Oh, my God. That sucks. We had a great idea, guys. We were going to paint me blue to promote the movie Smurfs. And as we just were told, the movie company passed on it.
Well, also, we're not here next week, so.
All right, fine, but still. All right, what's after Smurfs?
I don't know. off the top of my head.
All right. Well, anyway, there you go. So some movies to look forward to. I'm looking forward to F1, the series. I want to see it on Apple, though. That's where I'm not paying for money. I'm not going to pay for it to go to the movies. I'm going to wait till it's Apple.
Cheapo. So cheapo.
All right, listen, we are off next week. Next week, there is no podcast. We will be back the following week. We're going to be at Ray Catena Mercedes, back in our home base. And again, for the big meeting to find out what big promotion we are putting together with Ray Catena, which is very cool.
What if Doug Wells decides to let us go and takes over the podcast himself?
He can't do that. Oh, and do it himself? He might do that.
Greg T Live with Doug Wells.
He might, you know what? He might do that. All right, guys, we're just about done. We're out of here. Again, if you're a small business and you want to know and you'd like to advertise here with us, then please message me at Greg T Live on Instagram, and we'll make sure that you are a where to go next week. We'll make that happen for you. I'm Greg T. Garrett.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
On that note, Greg